Hey, 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 my healthy people. I hope everybody feels good during this pandemic. I'm just joking. I'm not sick. I actually feel great. Why? Because I eat healthy, I exercise, and I take my supplements. But if you feel like you're coming down with something, I strongly recommend you to go back to my videos and find chicken pho soup. It will strengthen your immune system. So today we are going to cook food for our soul. I like to categorize food with food for your body and food for the soul. We're doing this because eating healthy is supposed to be a lifestyle. Some of us are already there, but some of us are not. Some of us are still going there, right? It's supposed to be a baby steps. You can't jump from eating hot dogs, burgers, pasta, suddenly eating quinoa salad with no dressing. You will fail, unfortunately. So once in a while you need to have a cheat day. So I like to call this feeding your soul. If you don't do it,
the demon will find you.
And you will end up eating bagel chips. So today I will show you my technique how to make fall off the bones pork ribs. Who doesn't like ribs, right? Ugh. If you are not big fan of the pork, the same technique will work with beef. This technique will take a little bit of the time, around 2 hours in the oven. So plan your time accordingly. You can have plenty of time to do all your challenges, squat challenge, pepper toilet challenge, push-up challenge, and send all the crazy funny memes. Okay, let's get going. Let the cooking begin. Look at that rack of ribs. 2 of them actually, and 2 are better than 1. Spices that I'm gonna use today. But before, let's fire the oven to 350 degrees. The first thing to do is to remove the membrane. Insane the membrane! Insane the brain! If you're doing this for the first time, it might get a little bit challenging. So use the paring knife to start and then firmly start pulling. Next, let's spice it up our ribs. In this mixture I have smoked paprika, chili powder, dry oregano, garlic powder, and salt and pepper. If you can do this ahead of time, day before is preferred. Otherwise, try to wrap that in as much as possible. Just wrap that meat very, very deeply. In the next step, we are going to wrap it in a parchment paper first and then aluminum foil. Why parchment paper? Well, it's because we want our ribs to kind of steam inside, and in that case the meat will keep all the juices and all the flavors gonna stay right inside. And also the parchment paper is protecting from aluminum from tin foil going into the food. Make sure that it's nice and tight. If you need to add another layer of tin foil, go ahead. We are trying to keep everything inside. And again, just a reminder, it's a dry wrap technique. We're not using any oil because it might burn in the oven if you add oil. Plus, the pork ribs, they have a lot of fat in them already. Looking nice and tight. Now shove them into 350 Fahrenheit hot oven and leave them there for 2 hours. Okay, it's time to make a coleslaw. Today I want to make a mango coleslaw. For mango coleslaw we're gonna need pepper, carrot, white cabbage, red onion, of course, mango, parsley, and to speed up the process I'm gonna use my mandolin. Watch out, it's very sharp. Warning, warning, mandolin blade is very sharp. Misuse of the tool will remove your fingerprints. Thank you for listening. When you get to the point when the pieces are too small or it's too dangerous to continue slicing, use your knife to finish. For yellow pepper, let's cut it into classic julienne. I like my red onion sliced very thinly. First cut it in half and then slice it on the lowest setting against the grain. For the carrot, I'm going to use medium teeth attachments. Now, be very careful when you're slicing the carrot. It's a very hard vegetable and it's easy to hurt yourself on this one. So every 3 cuts, rotate the carrot. Now, mango. Well, if this is your first mango, shit might get a little messy. First thing first, do not peel mango before cutting. Mango is very slippery and it's gonna be very hard for you to cut later. The pit of mango is flat and wide, so look at the fruit and find the flat side and make your incision as closer to the pit as possible. The easiest way to remove the skin now is to cut half of the mango in 3 pieces and then slide your knife pressing down to the board and remove the fruit from the skin. Peel the rest of the core and remove remaining mango from the pit. We cannot use mandolin for this one because this mango is very ripe and very soft and slippery. Last but not least, full of vitamin C to fight your coronavirus, green parsley. For the dressing, I'm gonna use olive oil, sherry vinegar, and lemon juice. It's a classic dressing. You always use 3 parts of oil to 1 part of acid. In this case, I'm gonna combine my acid, which is lemon juice and sherry vinegar, and whisk it into the oil. Optionally, you can add a touch of honey for balancing. Finish with some salt and pepper on the end and continue whisking. Yummy yummy. Reserve for later and dress your coleslaw right before the serving. Let's give the coleslaw a little toss. Look at that, look at those colors. So healthy, so fresh. Now look at that bad boy. It's a saucing time. Sauce the both sides of the ribs and then char it for 8 minutes each side. You only add amount of barbecue sauce that you desire. Barbecue sauce does contain a lot of sugar, so it's up to you how much you want to eat it. Spread a rich layer of barbecue sauce on top. Shove it into 500 broil settings oven for 8 minutes. Repeat that for both sides. You probably noticed that 2 pieces of ribs went in and only 1 came out. What a smart cookie you are. Well, since I'm running oven for 2 hours and I have 2 racks, I'm gonna cook 2 racks. But I'm only gonna finish 1, because that's all I'm gonna need for dinner. Use what you need and next time you'll get to skip the 2-hour baking process. Just sauce the ribs and throw them on the barbecue. Okay, if you're not getting horny for this yet, something is definitely wrong with you. So juicy. Que jugoso. Look at that, those bones are about to fall off on its own. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. Do you see that, the big red subscribe button in the right corner? Press it.